Marriage is what brings us together today. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wedding celebration of Ryan and Alex.
It's pretty hard to figure out what to say about somebody who's known you longer than you've known yourself. And it's also pretty difficult to figure out something to say about somebody you shared a bathroom with for 10 years. So, Alex, best of luck to you in that front. I fought the good fight and I lost trying, so.
I've never had a sister, but Ryan has certainly become one to me, and her family has become my second family. Over the years, we've become the most unlikely of friends. I say unlikely because we are polar opposite. Ryan loves to hike and camp. I wouldn't be caught dead in the woods. Ryan refuses to wear clothes that sparkle. I'm fine rolling around in glitter and calling it an outfit. Alex, I am so happy that Ryan has found someone who can tolerate us. But more importantly, I am thrilled that Ryan has found someone who treasures her quirkiness and her sarcasm as much as I do, and who loves doing all the outdoorsy stuff with her so I don't have to.
From the bottom of my heart, you're the type of sister that when the little brother doesn't have the part in the nativity scene, you're the one who cuts the hole out of the star, puts my head through it, puts me on a stool, and lets me stand there for 20 minutes while everybody else does the regular parts. But through the years, you've always known what to say, when to say it, whether it was pushing my buttons or building me up, and I'll always be there to do the same for you.
Ryan has been, this is where I get weepy, so y'all bear with me, been a joy to Jeff and I since the day she was put in our arms.
Wow. Ryan, you look awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, beautiful.
As a first time, and probably last time as an officiant, my duties are somewhat limited. And not that there would ever be a need for this at the Gentis residence, I cannot turn water into wine. But back to the plot. There are currently more than 1 billion people on this planet. Ryan and Alex have been extremely lucky to find each other. That one singular person out of the billions of possibilities with whom they choose to share and build a life together. So you two have already beaten some pretty outstanding odds.
I see a relationship that will build on a profound level of trust that you'll feel to your core, a knowledge that you'll work for and with each other at every turn without a moment's hesitation. I see a relationship with a deep and abiding love for each other, that feeling when you look into her eyes and feel your heart swell with joy and pride that will never stop. And I see a relationship with kind and caring communication, the kind of communication that can start with a deep discussion, an intense one-on-one time, and over time morph into a look or a small gesture that carries all of your time together with it.
At the last minute, decided I would make a toast to Ryan and Alex by reading something that Ryan wrote when she was in 7th grade. Alex has always been a little odd. When we were little, we would spend the whole time riding to school calling each other pea-brain. For a while, I didn't really like Alex. He was annoying and he was mean to me. Now he is my friend. In OM once, we got in a paint fight while Alex and I were painting the set. Fighting is much more fun now than when we were younger. So even though Alex is still very annoying, he will always be my good friend. The end.
Ryan recalled her first impression of Alex as someone who was, quote, beyond gross. Alex had similar feelings, diagnosing Ryan as someone who had, quote, major league cooties. Nonetheless, their passion for each other was on display months later when Alex haphazardly stabbed Ryan in the leg with a sharp pencil. Being the self-actualized, strong Southern woman that she was, even at age 6, Ryan later stabbed him back with another sharp pencil, allegedly. After a while, they began to accept each other, and their proclivity towards aggravated assault began to fade. By middle school, Ryan expressed her feelings for Alex as someone she still found to be incredibly annoying, but someone who she now considered as a good friend.
So Alex has been part of our family for over 30 years. These two's lives have intertwined back and forth, but they've been neighbors, they've been schoolmates, they've been boyfriend and girlfriend, most of their lives back and forth. There have been gaps, but they always seem to find their way back to each other.
And all that brings us to where we are today. Marriage is hard work. It's a true partnership and a series of major compromises.
So Alex, I thought I'd share a little advice to you that I've learned over 43 years of marriage. It's really scary. First of all, the whole don't go to bed angry, that's a crock. Sleep on it. Time makes everything a little clearer. And that marriage is 50-50, this also isn't true. Life is complicated, people are complicated, and it's a constant sliding scale. So the trick is that the marriage always gets 100%, not the individual. If you look at every decision and disagreement with the marriage winning, the whole, for as long as you both shall live, should be a piece of cake. I've always hoped that Ryan would find a partner who would cherish her like Jeff and I have. And Alex, we know you do. So thank you for making it official. We love you both.
What the two of you have right now is a solid foundation. And 40 to 50 years from now, once his wedding day is a distant memory, and all the photos from today's event have started to fade, you'll develop post-wedding day wisdom with a greater understanding and a much deeper appreciation of what it is to be together, totally and unconditionally. A strong marriage also nurtures each of you as separate individuals and allows you to maintain your unique identity and grow in your own way through the years ahead. It's a safe haven for each of you to become your best self.